Hey everyone, I'm Daniel, back for more of Lily Chen. I'm having a good time now. It takes a little while. I think we had a really nice run of the apiary, got a lot of our assets into play early, got to play our game. Solo is its own thing, right? Things can be up and down, but so far we just love hitting cards like Ruby Standish in our opening hand. We have some XP to spend. We had 8. I miscounted the end of the last episode. I thought I had 7, but there was 1 from the ancient relic. Anyway, I made it pretty easy. I upgraded the hunter's armor to be 4/4 soak. Part of the reason is because I'm expecting to take some more damage and horror. We have an extra discipline, not that one, we had it already. This one. We've actually hit 30 plus XP, so we get one more discipline. I actually had a hard time deciding if it was going to be this one or the intellect one, because that one is like free card draw, and then on an elder sign, I get to flip it back over. I think that this one is also really strong for the +5 skill value in solo. So we're going to run with it. I think it makes sense. Easier to fight things anyway. But I haven't really been using these as much as I might hope for. I think it's just hard to make that work in solo. Anyway, 6 XP spent into the Stick to the Plan, which makes a lot of sense to have. Opening hand is a little bit stronger, I think. So our Dynamite, our Ever Vigilant, and our Task Force is there. I think that's the only thing we even have. I really wanted to add the On the Hunt level 3. If we get 3 XP, I'll do that. I think that's just makes a lot of sense in this deck, and I originally wanted to do it with the Book of War, but as you can see, it just takes too much to make that go. All right. I believe I'll do the opening hand first, and let me check to see if I added all of the Burdens of Destiny. Should be 3 of them. No, missing one. Okay, there we go. Um, yeah, then we'll decide which of the items we take. That's really strong. Oh my god. Okay, so we don't really need the backpack because we've hit the dowsing rod. I think what I wish I had is sleuth, but I think we can make do. So 5 resources, discount by 1 each. This is going to cost me 3. This is going to cost me 2. This cost me 0. That seems good, and we'll save up for that somehow. But what does the backpack even get me? It'll get me um the crystal pendulum. That's the only thing I'm really missing. I think we we just go with this. It seems really good. Okay. So here's the options. This one I can't use the bottom ability, but I could ignore the first attack by a star spawner deep one. There are deep ones in this scenario, so it's not a terrible idea, but now that I know I have a weapon, I think it's okay. Let's put that one aside. The tile tablet does make a lot of sense. I can only use the above ability, but a free move is potentially very good. But I feel like I've got the free move with the dowsing rod now, so maybe not. That which leaves us with the grizzly mask, which I can use the bottom ability, exhaust it, take direct horror, and deal 2 damage to an enemy. I think that's just good. Oh, but it's either that or the diving suit. That is a conundrum. Here's the drowned quarter. We have 3 tablets, -4s. We don't have the cultist, so maybe it's okay to run this with the grizzly mask. Top ability is not bad either. Okay. Let's try this without the diving suit. I've never done that before. Okay, we run Eastern. All right, place 1. Oh yeah, because it's by player count. Right. Let me just check out um the rules, the intro here. So we decided to go to the Drowned Quarter. We don't have No Place Like Home. Hopefully we get our Elder Signs this round. Um, Okay, so we start at the barrier core, of course, and we just increase the flood level of one seafloor location. Um, it could be this one. So the way this one works is that when you move into locations, you increase two locations. I think it's actually okay to do it here. If six or more seafloor locations are revealed and not flooded, flip barrier core. Okay, that seems fine to me. So we don't have any other economy. First turn really could just be an investigate. So, um, we're gonna play that ever vigilant, and we go 0, 2, 3. I wonder if upgrading to the level 4 version is worth it. I don't have that many assets, but it actually might be worth it. So action 2, we can go. Let's get our stats up here, right? We can go 6 to 4. Not as good with sleuth out, not out, is it? Or we can doom and move around. Maybe I do both. I can. Well, I mean, it doesn't matter too much. We're getting doom on the next turn. So up 2 gets me a lot of the bag. And the bad things would be if you fail, place one of your clues. Yeah, let's do it. Let's run this for an investigate at 6 on 4. Nope. Um, and I think we doom and go to another location. This is going to give us one more back. Let's just check out this one. Okay, so it's a shroud of 1 right now, and this is going to increase the flood level of, let's move these things over. Increase the flood level of this location and an adjacent eligible. So we'll make that one fully flooded and this one partially. So as our last action, 6. I think we still have 1, but it doesn't matter. It's going to go away. Okay. Game says no. It's a little bit unfortunate, but I think we got a lot out of that first round that I'm not going to be too upset. Right away. Bird and Destiny. I think we do flip this one. No skill test this round. Maybe we need to flip this one. No enemies? Yeah, let's flip this one. Okay, we've done our upkeep. We put 1 doom. We replenish the cat mask. We make sure this is shuffled. Well, so much for that. Okay. So this thing is just gonna die. So we do that. It's gonna go in the victory display. That's all right. So let's put some bless tokens in, and we can decrease the flood level of this location. That's pretty good. Okay. Yep, that'll go back in. This guy dies, and we can decrease the flood. Okay. And we're running this. Okay. We dowsing rod, try to get rid of the doom. We have 4 to 1. I think we run that. Ah, that was a mistake. Because we're going to keep using this mask. All right, one more. Okay. That's a -5. So we were at 4, 5, 6 to 1. Okay, that's good. And that does remove the doom. Okay, upkeep. Manual dexterity. Again, no enemies. Okay. Now we're gonna flip this thing. So this is 2. So we might take the direct horror. I think we do. So the real question is going to be about this. So I leave this one unflooded? Probably, because it's equivalent once per game. Yeah, I think we take a direct horror, and then this thing just dies. Okay. Not an action, which is really nice. Let's put more Doom on here. We have 7 to play with, so I feel like that's okay. We have no idea what the shroud's going to be, but we're going to move into this location and flood both this one and this one. Maybe shouldn't have flooded the central because, well, I mean, it was going to get it at some point. Anyway, 2, after you end your turn here, so this is my first action. We've increased the flood level, spend 5 resources to decrease. I can also spend clues. Anyway, we have 4, 5, 6 to 2. Okay, getting the tough tokens right now. And that was the Doom I placed on. I think I spend the clue and move. Remove this. Move here. That's my second action. I got a lot of clues here. So this one's going to flood. This one's going to flood. So, okay, we can probably spend the clues. Okay, so I moved. I have 1 action remaining. Probably gonna do that next round. I can try for the clue. Bottom action up 2. Arcanist draw a card. No, let's try the bottom action up 2. Nice. We do get a clue. Okay. We go to upkeep. Another manual dexterity. Come on, man. 4 out of 7. We want to get rid of this. It's going to be a bit tough here. Again, trying to find no enemies. Okay. This is a test of 5. If you fail, take a damage. That seems okay. We could go up 2? No. We're down by a lot. We might drop our clues, in fact. Um actually we're gonna fail this. Let's spend 2 clues and just do that. Okay. So 3 to now it's 3 to 3. Okay, now we can spend this up 2. Okay, but I didn't fail and lose any of my clues. That's the important part. Okay, so we take a damage and we put uh this. Okay. No enemies. That's good. So I think oh, come on, man. Um I got to do it. 2 actions, 2 cards and 2 resources. That's a good draw. That's a very good draw. And we're going to spawn the undersea parasite at this location. Man, they really get you. They really get you. Aloof retaliate after attacks you. It just needs to do 1 damage. I don't have the actions for it. So I think we can either play the sleuth or the hunter's armor. I think we play the hunter's armor for our last action. Because we need to get the doom off. And we're going to be sitting here for a little bit. Crystal Pendulum. That's pretty good. Good for after we play Soothe eventually. 5 out of 7. A Medusa. I'm going to have to take the damage again. Okay, we just do it. Kill this guy. We just don't have the actions otherwise. Okay, so what does our turn best look like? We can get the clues. If I try to kill this guy, I'm at 7 to 5. That's probably not good enough for a little while. So I need one more resource to feel better about all that. Could play the pendulum. No, I can't do that because of the. Yeah. A little bit of a crunch here. I can commit this. Yeah, I need to beat this. I got some more things I can commit. I could flip this and go +5. Next round, don't take any tests. Again, we're at 5 of 7. I need to remove the Doom pretty quickly. So I think we just have to hang out. Let's take a resource, play this, and then last action, we use the Dowsing Rod and this to go 4, 5, 6 to 4. Oh, I thought we were better than that. We could play the Crystal Pendulum, beat the -3s. Yeah, I guess that's what we're doing. Maybe draw into something better. Okay. Oh, that was our turn. Ward. 6 out of 7. Crumbling Masonry. Okay, that's all right. We're testing 3 to 4. If you fail, we just take 2 damage. That's fine. Bless token. We do not fail. That is a 5 to 4. Incredible. I need to get both clues, or I need to leave and come back. I also could just take the direct horror, heal myself, maybe. I need to get the 2 clues. That would be good. I do have soak. Okay, let's do that. We'll take the horror. We're going to just do 2 damage to this guy, and that flips. All right, bubbles. What are those other glyphs had or artifacts have bubbles? Okay, some. We'll do that later. I'm still worried about the doom here. So yeah, our options are we could just move and hope and then have to come back. Or I'm testing. I've got 5 now. I'd be testing 7 to 4 or 6 to 4 twice. That's just not good odds. I think we leave and hope that we get a location that we can clear off. Okay, so we move here. That seems better. We'll flood backwards. Okay. This is fully flooded, so next round that's going to be a bit of a problem. What do we take? 5 direct damage? And we'll just have to leave. We're going to try to get the clue, though. So, bottom action, we use our Sleuth. We have 5, 7, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rounded down is 2. So we have 7 to 2. I didn't call number. That's okay. Okay. That was move and investigate. And we do the heal. So we take 1 direct damage to heal 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. We're going to try not to take damage or have any enemies around next round. There's some money. 6 out of 7. And we can spend the clue if we have to. Keeps happening, doesn't it? Okay. Does get me to move around, which I think is fine. So, yeah. We use the Blessed Blade. But keep in mind how we're going to get enough of these. This can be 1, 1, 2. We'll see. This is going to help with that. Okay, Blessed Blade, 2 these. We're at 5. Okay, so this guy goes to victory display. The other one comes out exhausted. So he's just going to hang out there. We do this. We spend a clue as well. And then we dowsing rod up to here because we can do that now. That's the wrong token. That one reveals this. And we hope that this one is something we can do. Okay. You must. So this one goes up. This is action 2. This one goes up. After you end your turn here, must either take a damage or increase the flood level of adjacent location. Trying to flip this friggin' thing back over. Okay. So we're at 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we can go a higher number. Okay. Sure. That gets us 1. And now the question is, do I leave or what? Of an adjacent location. I mean, I can. I believe I'm going to start having to fight something really big. Actually, don't remember how big it is. I don't mind staying here, but I would like to flip the disciplines. So I could spend a clue. Increase the flood level of this one. Choose any location, decrease its flood level. I don't really want to do that unless we're going to leave also. I think I just want to leave. I think we can hang out in the middle. It's a little bit tricky for the treacheries that care about that, but let's just not draw them. Okay, upkeep. Spectral Razor is really nice. This guy's now like this. We took no damage. That's good. Let's remove all the doom. Okay, so this guy, I believe, spawns right here anyway. No. Massive Patrol, Spawn Barrier Core. Yeah, okay. It gets +3 health, so 7. When the enemy phase begins, if this enemy is ready, increase the full level of its location. Well, that's not going to happen. Well, maybe. I mean, I might need to... Is it during your turn that you need to do this? When your turn ends, yeah. That's not terrible. Let's get an encounter crit. I have the deep. Okay, so now all of those are -3s instead. That's actually better. Cool. Unfortunately, I don't get to do the really cool thing with Lily's ability, but maybe we'll draw an Elder Sign. Okay, so what did I say this was? 7? So we can't quite do it in one turn. We might do an evade. Let's start off with an evade. Let's start calling some numbers here. 5 on 2. Let's call 0. Nope. Do draw a card off of that. True Awakening's really good here. Okay. And then we just get to whacking with the Blessed Blade. I have 5, 7 to. Oh my god, that's a large number. Okay. I think I forgot to add the Bless tokens. I definitely forgot to add the Bless tokens. Okay. That's 2. And then we go again. A -3. And we're good there. I need to decrease the flood level. So we'll do that. And then when the enemy phase begins, it's not ready, so it won't do that. This guy's going to move there. Okay. We go to upkeep. Guts is awesome right now. This is going to replenish the cat mask. Obviously, this isn't doing anything. Elder Mist. I think I can succeed by enough. So he just needs 3 damage. I could evade him and then toss the dynamite over, but that seems kind of silly. I think we can just use this. 5, we'll use it twice. 7 to 2. 6 to 2. Okay, half the number of revealed locations rounded down. So there's 6. So it's a -3. That's 2 more damage. 6 to 2 one more time, and then we'll get out of here. Finally. Of course, I could have done this at some other point, and gotten some action compression out of it, but I'm not going to complain too much. That's a walk in faith. All right. It's pretty funny, though. Now I need to leave, otherwise I get attacked by this guy. We can doom our way back over here. I don't mind taking the damage now. So yeah, let's do that. We're going to doom back into this location and investigate at 5 to 3, 7 to 3. We're going to call 1. Like the glue. All right, the persistent construct, we can just move over into the corner again. Good here. Go to upkeep, another pendulum. We suddenly are having a lot of cards in hand. 3 out of 7. That's actually it. We don't have any more. Yeah. Okay. So right now we've got 2, 3 unflooded. We can make 4, 5. We just need to get one of the other ones. Something in the water. I think we just ward this. Oh, by the way, I should have taken a damage. And now we're taking a horror. It does search. Ominous silence. Extra resource or horror. That seems okay. So I think we take a normal move up here. We probably spend a clue to unflood this one. We take a normal move, which is going to flood this one. You have to end your turn here. That's okay. And then we are going to, whoops, flood this one. That was action 1. I can remove the doom now. Discard 1, and then I think we're actually pretty good. We're close. 1, 2, 3, 4. It has to be revealed though. 1, 2. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We might go for that one. Okay. Yeah. Bottom action. 7 to 2. We can call 2. Yay! We have solved this at least. We get this. We remove the doom. Sorry, we didn't add the doom. So that was action 2. Can I use these things for anything? I'm gonna need to make it back over here, I think. I think we spend the card, this, to decrease this one, or it could be this one. No, because it's just gonna increase anyway. We decreased that one. Okay, I am my turn here, but I didn't begin my turn here. So we're going to do nothing there, but this guy's gonna move here. Okay. Another ward. 3 out of 7. Corrosive fog. All right, we're testing 5 to 4. If you fail, take a damage. If you fail by 3 or more, still deal 1 direct damage to your investigator and each ally. Don't have any. Hunter's armor, that's okay. Um, sure, we could use a cat mask on this though. We can go 7 to 4. Yes, -3. We pass. Okay. How do we do this? I'm thinking this isn't one of them. Ooh, limit once per round. It could be this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We just go deal with the coral reef. The problem is this guy's in the way. But it might not be a problem. So it's a could be. I need to get the 2 clues. I feel like I have the 2 clues. I need one there. If I go here, I don't know if there's another victory point or if there's like a spawn anything. I'm not sure. There's one that may spawn something else we can deal with. But if I move here, I can kill this thing, move, or we move through here. No, I guess it's like backtracking is worse, right? So right now we've got enough if we... Yeah, okay. I think we do take the action to do this. No, I feel like I'm an idiot here, right? Because this is 6. We just need 2 clues, 3 clues, and I ward anything else that gets in my way. I could also use this to decrease that one. Okay. Let's ignore this. We move. We fight at 7 on 2. -3, I suppose, or 4. I think it's 3. And then we go back to the middle. Really wish I could put... I'll do the Doom next round. Okay. Upkeep. 4 out of 7. This guy's up again. Crumbling Masonry. This is 2 damage. That doesn't really matter to me. Testing 4 on 4. Yeah. Bless tokens. They're there. We actually passed again because of the bless tokens. What the heck? Okay. I also could have done this to get rid of that guy, but that's okay. Maybe the eel will come out. I feel like this is not going to happen. Okay, we move with Doom. Oh, that sucks, doesn't it? I can put a lot into it to try to get that last one. I was hoping to use the True Awakening, but I think we get the Doom uh is better. Okay, so 5, 7 to 4, and I can commit the Voice of Ra 8 to 4. First action. Very nice. I get a clue. Second action, I so we need to be at the core, right? End of the round. Mm. And we can flip it. Right. Go again. We use the dowsing rod. 7. I think I want to wait on this. 8 to 4. Okay. Forgot about the thing again. That removes the doom. Okay, that feels pretty good. I think I want to stay here just to give this guy the. Sure. We spend 2 clues. So this is gone. And then we take an action to get rid of this. Because our location is now unflooded, it is automatically successful. Great. Okay, these are gone. I did not fight, so this will go back in. I will take a damage and draw a card. Okay. Move this guy here. Upkeep. One of our 2 allies. Not too much left in the deck. 5 out of 7. I think I ward it. Let's put it here. Okay, Cyclopean Architecture. That's much better. We have 2 to 4. We might be discarding a bunch of cards. So let's like commit these anyway, because they would be discarded. So that's 5 to 4. Ha! Did help. At least one of the icons anyway. Okay. So now I can move, spend a clue, and now we've got 6. So we flip this. What do you mean I need more clues? Okay. I shouldn't have spent the clue. I should have done this. Place 3 per clues on it. That's so bizarre. Okay. We could still probably do it. Let's do a True Awakening here. So I've moved. I True Awakening for a clue and a and 2 cards. Yeah, I knew that was coming. We'll do this for another card. Oh. Now there is an idea. So I moved, I did this. I do need to just move again and not with the do. Okay. Um, yep. Okay, so we move to this location. It's going to be a large number. This one gets flooded, and so does this one in the corner. And that's my turn. Upkeep, I've got 1 round left. Oh, that's good. 6 out of 7. Mm. Okay, we're just going to kill him, but we discard a card. That's fine. We use this. Take 1 direct horror, exhaust this, deal 2 damage. See ya, buddy. Okay. So we can move, spend the clues, and then we can resign at the end of the round. Okay, let's do that. Should this guy have moved somewhere? He probably should have. He could have moved that way. Doesn't matter. Okay, so I move here. I spend. I'm sorry. We need to get the clues first. We could task force it. Clue move. Um, I suppose there's not really any point. We can just do True Awakening, get the clue. We don't want to draw any cards. We can heal a horror or something. We move, and then we spend 2. That's for our last action. Just enough, right? And we get the barrier node, um, which is here. What is this? Is that on something that's over here? Ooh. Well, we didn't have time for that, but in any event, we got the barrier node, and then we just go to upkeep. I guess we get attacked by this persistent construct, but that's fine. We'll take a damage. Right on time, Ruby. And we advance. End of the round. Okay, we go to R1. We did get the barrier node just in time. Yeah, if I ever forgot about this guy, I probably could have just killed him with the mask, so let's not worry too much about that. Where's the eel? Still down here somewhere. Still down there. All right. We did pretty well, though. I would have liked to have gotten this. I didn't remember there was one more of these locations, but I don't think I had time. Obsidian Relic would have been... That would have been tough. I would have had to have used this and maybe committed something to go like 7, 9, no, 9 to 8. No, +5. Yeah, commit something for +2. We might have. It would have been really tough. That's just not our game. That's okay. We get to R1. Let's translate the thing before we forget. Or is there even anything else to translate in this one? Just the undersea parasite? I gotta check that. Other than the thing we just looked at. So this is the bubbles one, and it was some kind of odd thing. I'm gonna check real quick. Yeah, it's just that one and the obsidian relic. Okay. So, man, I also could have had it way easier if I didn't spend my clue. Could have just used that ability on the barrier core, right? All right. Resolution number 1. Always a good sign to get R1. We're alive and kicking. I had such a good opening. I'm not surprised. We get to R3. We get 4. There was more if you. Is there more if you fail? Because like that's bad. Kind of interesting. If you don't get the barrier node, but you still advance, the power is diverted and you get 2 XP. But for R1, where you get the barrier node, you just get the barrier node, which is not going to be. I don't think I can use it in this playthrough. Let's check it out. I mean, I can use the top part, but that doesn't make any sense. It would just instantly die. A code cannot be defeated or leave play. Never mind. I guess it could be used. It's infinite soak. Well, that's kind of neat. But yeah, I'm missing a few of those. Um, let's just check that. I'm pretty sure I'm missing like 2 of them. Only 4 XP here, which is kind of funny. Let's go to the campaign log if we can. Yeah, so I think one of the ones we missed out on last time because I was trying to book it was the first one here, but I'm also missing this one up here. Must have been from the elevator one. I missed a lot in the elevator one. And then I think I've got the rest. Yeah. Still, that's still okay because we would like to get 5 artifacts. We now have 4. We would like to get 5. We have one more opportunity in a scenario in a few, but not right away. Next one's going to be uh, the Western Wall. But this is pretty cool. Got 6 on our Walk in Faith. That is, I think 5 is the minimum you need to get for all of these. So we're good there. And then we play the Western Wall next. 4XP, probably going to go into On the Hunt. I really wanted to have it. And I don't know what else I'll do. All right, see you next time.